What's up, everybody? It's X-No, joined by Shawn. Say hi, Shawn.
Hello, people.
And we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for the last time. We had to do this video over 3 times. This is the third time, so we're going to be talking about AW yet again for the third time. It's on our mind, and we're kind of like aggravated with talking about it. But anyway, this is me on Shawn's account, so this gameplay is going to say Shawn in the kill feed, but it is actually me playing. And we're just going to talk about the development of AW, so let's go ahead with that.
Okay, Call of Duty AW was developed by Activision's new company that they just signed, which was Sledgehammer Games, and they will be helping make next CODs in the future. The publisher is Activision, and the release date was November 4th, 2014. It was reported in November 2014 that the U.S. retail sales of AW were 27% down on 2013's Call of Duty Ghosts. Despite the decline, Advanced Warfare was still the top-selling game at U.S. retail for 2014. And this stat tells you that COD is at a slump ever since the beginning of Ghosts, which was down from Black Ops 2. And it just shows that the CODs, nobody's liking the way COD's heading, and if they don't do something different, COD might be gone in the next couple years.
Yeah, COD is going in a downward spiral now. I wouldn't say that this COD really butchered it. I think what really set it down was Call of Duty Ghosts. Call of Duty Ghosts really started the decline of COD, and this game didn't really help COD, but I don't think it actually hurt it any more than Ghost did. Now, this game was probably one of my more entertaining CODs. I guess COD a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. It was pretty fun to play competitively, more or less, than public matches, because public matches are not near as fun as playing this game competitive. So I was on a few competitive teams. We played a lot of GBs, which is found on MajorLeagueGaming.com, and we played a lot of GBs. And I was on quite a few teams, and those teams had some players on them that didn't really get along with each other, so to speak. So we didn't really last very long as a team, but other than that, I didn't really play this game anymore in the public match aspect, but they did introduce ranked play, which is just like league play from Black Ops 2, and it kind of added that somewhat competitive feel to the game. So that was a decent addition to the game, in my opinion. But other than that, we're going to talk about Shawn's experience.
Okay, I really don't have much experience in this game as I played it about a month and a half, probably no further than beginning of January. I have about a day played on it, but it was an alright game. Some of the maps are cool, some of them aren't. Uh, the guns are alright. I felt they weren't really balanced well. Uh, I really didn't have anybody to play with since this was I I started playing this game in about November 20th during that Thanksgiving week because that's when I went by my PS4 and AW. So that was my first experience playing it, and I really didn't have anybody to play with because my friends that I had were either on PS3 still, or when they moved to PS4, they didn't like the way COD was heading, and they went and played Destiny. So I really didn't. I just playing by myself. I didn't really feel fun, so I didn't play that much. And that's about it for my time playing. Now let's get to the pros. And we'll start with X-No since he has played this game quite a bit longer than me.
The pros in this game. Well, there's quite a few pros. One of the pros is the exosuit. Now that might be a big con for a lot of people, and I realize that. But this game is set up for the exosuit, so that would be a pro, considering that you can't really get to a lot of places without the exosuit, and it just made it that much faster for you to get to a certain place. So it was a pro for me. Another pro is the bow. The bow is just a beautiful weapon. It has a lot of power, and it's just overall a really good weapon to me. Now, a lot of people would say that the Bell's, you know, the common weapon, but I mean, if the weapon's that good, you gotta use it. And another pro would be, like I said, game battles is a very fun aspect of this game, and watching the pros play in this game was really fun to me. So I really like this game in that aspect. Um, Other than that, I don't really have any more pros, so we can go over to Sean.
Okay, one of my pros would be supply drops because it brought a new aspect to the game. Like, just like if you were a kid and you went to Walmart or wherever you went, and they had trading cards like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, baseball, football, basketball, all that, and you'd be rewarded this in AW, and hopefully you'd get something good or something that you liked for a gun that you used a lot, or you made your character look pimped out. But that was a really big pro for me. I enjoyed that. I just didn't like how long it took me to get that supply drop. And another pro with the connection. The connection was pretty good in this game. I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot better than Ghost, because Ghost has problems at the beginning with connection and all that. But that's about it for my pros. Then when we get to the cons, go back to X-No.
Some of the cons to this game, one big, huge con is Exo Zombies. I cannot stand it. It's just, they just botched zombies right there. They should have never even attempted to make zombies in this game. Another con, I guess, would be, let's think. Sometimes you could probably say, man, it's really hard to tell, because this game, for a lot of people, had a lot of cons, and y'all would probably know more than I would. And I really enjoyed the game to a certain extent, so I didn't really have too many cons. But we can switch over to Sean and see what he throws out there. I know he's gonna have a good bit of cons to tell.
Okay, since I'm a old school kind of COD player, my first con would be the exosuits and being able to jump that high and all that. I didn't really enjoy that because I personally like a more realistic COD than that, and I felt the big part of it was that's why it drew away people, because it was too realistic and it moved too fast from what the old games were like to this game. That drew people off, which is the reason why some sales were down. There wasn't much weapon balance in this game because it was either BAL, especially if you had the Obsidian Steel BAL with the plus damage. I mean, that gun would just wreck people. And honestly, you have to get lucky to get that gun. Some people got in like their first their first supply drops. Some people, it took them months to get this. And I felt like if you weren't using that gun, or if you didn't have the Obsidian Steel BL, you were playing at a disadvantage from the start.
Yeah, when I first got the Obsidian Steel, it was pretty OP. I got that gun and the Inferno. The Inferno was the plus fire rate, which is actually a really good variant to it too. But other than that, this game had its ups and its downs. I mean, you're not gonna like everything about every COD or a certain COD. So I mean, it just depends on your perspective and what you're willing to get to enjoy and what you really like. So that's about it for this video. Make sure to go down below and sub, and go in the comment section and tell us what we might have missed, and just tell us what y'all think of this video, and also just give us some insight. And we're working on the montage and all that other stuff. So thank you guys for watching. This is X-No, and I'm out.
Peace.